Hello everybody, welcome to It's Your Curves. So today I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about my business and about my journey. So let's talk about the business first. It's Your Curves. So It's Your Curves is we cater to post-op care patients. So basically what that is for ladies or men who come here to receive post-op care after their plastic surgery. So the services we provide is post-op care education, incisional drainage, wood therapy, surgical incisions, drain removal. So we remove your drains. We also provide infrared light therapy and cellulite treatment, and the benefits to those particular services: reduces swelling, relieves discomfort, cellulite reduction, assist with weight loss, assist with body contouring, helps prevent seromas and fibrosis. It also it releases your fluid through your lymphatic system. So we do that along with body contouring as well. Body contouring, body sculpting, and we have consultations for $25. And if you'd like to call for pricing, this is the number that you will call, which would be 1-650-257-0602. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the business because really this channel is based about my business, but I also thought it would be a good idea to also talk about my weight loss journey, and so you guys can follow along with me during that because it all ties in together, right? So I am the CEO. My name is Shay Williams. If you guys see me looking down, I have my little cheat sheet, my little notes, so I can cover all bases. So the video won't be too long. So bear with me. So we talked about what the service provides. My clients are very, very happy with the services that they receive here. I'm a person that I specialize in make sure that my clients receive results in the first visit. So I'm one of those people that gives it my best, and I put my all into the services, and I put my feet in the client's shoes because I've been a client with body contour services before, and it didn't go so well. So I decided a few years ago, I said, hey, let me tie in the two, the body contour services, the post-op care services, for the women and men that comes back from surgery, that needs lymphatic massages or lymphatic drainage and all that good stuff, right? And I'm also one of those people who's going to get the service as well. So, I thought it would be good to talk about it. I am a licensed practical nurse, so I can do these services legally. I'm good at what I do. So, I don't know what else is there to say, right? So since I'm in the industry, I thought that you all would like to see my journey to weight loss. I'm going to be getting the gastric sleeve, let's see, probably the first week of April. I'm still waiting on my date, but they gave me, around the time, tentatively what the time frame would be. So probably around April 2023, you guys are going to walk with me. I'm going to show you my journey. I already have 2 videos out there right now that shows a couple testing. So I was able to film, the nurses didn't mind those 2 procedures being filmed in their faces or whatever. And the test was called myocardial perfusion, and then the stress test without the machine. And so what that test was basically they use nuclear medicine. They give you a shot to light you up on the inside. To speed up your heart rate. That's the other part of the test. To speed up your heart rate. Once that's done, they start the test and then they slow it back down. And then again, they shoot you with some dye that lights you up like a glowworm on the inside to take pictures. So those 2 videos are there. So feel free to go and take a look at those. I thought that was pretty interesting. So I want to talk about my journey a little bit. I chose the gastric bypass because in my family, there is really lymphedema. Let's just speak about that. Lymphedema lives and breathes in my family, all the women, and some of the men, they're in denial, but a couple men in my family, they have it. And I feel like lymphedema is hereditary in my family. And so with that being said, I'll be 50 next year, and I don't want to be that person. You know, I don't want to be. It's super unhealthy. And once you get it, it's so hard to control it and to come back from. So I'm already exhibiting some signs of it. I hate to put that, you know, in the universe, and I hate to claim it. So I do show some signs of swelling of my legs and swelling of my ankles and my arms and things of that nature, right? So me being a nurse, you know, and it seems like I can't get around it. In 2000, I want to say 2009, I had the lap band surgery. That was the first sign of my swelling and of the ankles. And I think it was 2009. I think, well, maybe 2000. I can't remember. But I had the lap band. And the lap band for me worked really well, right? But I moved to North Carolina and no doctor wanted to touch me after that surgery. And so 10 years, well, 8 years went by, and I never had an adjustment. I never had a doctor that was caring for me because nobody wanted to follow behind the doctor who did the original surgery in Louisiana, still in the States. But yeah, anyway, so that happened and I lost a tremendous amount of weight. I believe 65 pounds. I was looking my best, feeling my greatest. And then, you know, hey, boom, you know, it came to a point where I started to get sick and then really sick. And then so I had to go to the doctor, and they found out that the lap band slipped in 2018, I believe. And so it was time for me to remove it. So the doctor was like, you know what? Hey, this has been in there too long. You know, it slipped. Would you like a revision? And at that time, I was like, no, I don't want a revision because, you know, I thought I was fine, you know, in my weight and stuff. And so he removed it and everything went well. Okay, boom, right? That was 2018. Here we are, 2023. And I believe I've gained like 35 pounds since that, or maybe even more since the lap band had been removed. So I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. I'm unhealthy. You know, I'm having issues with my knees and things of that nature. My swelling has come back in a vengeance, you know. So yeah, it's time to go. We got to fix this problem. We got to get this right. Okay. So I decided on the gastric sleeve. I also wanted to tell you guys that that in my videos, it will show you if you're going to be using your insurance, private insurance, government insurance. It'll also show you the steps that I had to take because I'm using my private insurance to be able to get the surgery for insurance to pay for it. So there's a numerous amount of tests. So the first test was, I went to see the doctor. We talked about the different options as far as surgery. And then we proceeded to blood work. The blood work was a basic CMP, comprehensive metabolic panel to check your levels on everything. Then I took a nicotine test. Then I had a nutrition class. After nutrition class, I did a sleep study. After the sleep study, honestly, the sleep study was awesome. I was able to bring the device home and do it at home. After the sleep study, of course, I don't know if I probably did, but the nutrition class I went back there. They wanted me to do a round 2 because of my eating habits or something of the sort. I don't remember, but it was recommended that I do another nutrition class. And then after the nutrition class, that's when I proceeded to do the big test. And the big test, that was a lot. Okay, it was a lot. So I had my what is called the echocardiogram, not the basic EKG. So I had that in the office with the cardiologist. And and then I was referred to get the big echo, which is an ultrasound of your heart. Okay, so basically you got undressed, they take pictures. So it's like, you know how you have an ultrasound for your pregnancy, right? So it's an ultrasound of your heart. That was interesting. So I did that, and then after that, I went and got the big boy test, right? And so the big boy test, that was the myocardial perfusion. And the first day, in those first 2 videos, it'll show you basically how those tests went. You know, I came in and talked to the nurse, then they pumped the medicine, and then my heart sped up, and I was like, you know, it's just like one of those things, like I was catching my breath, right? So it sped up your heart, and then the nurse explains it, and then the next day, it's a 2-part series, and then the next day I went in for the stress test the stress test was first, and which is the myocardial perfusion or something like that, and then the next day was the day that they took the x-rays. Oh, one more thing, not just the x-rays, but the next day, which was the second part, they pumped the other part of the medicine in me to be a glow, so my heart can glow and take good pictures. I also forgot the upper GI. So I had to do an upper GI as well. And that was basically, is they're taking x-rays of your heart with the actual, you know, the little thing they put over your body for the radiation and things like that, right? So the upper GI, you have to drink a barium drink. It's like white liquid, and that basically is it's kind of chalky, but it's a form of a dye as well, so they can take good x-rays and look at your esophagus, look at your chest, look at your lungs, you know, things like that, to see if there's any blockage or any abnormalities, you know, whatever. So I did that. Finally, then I was done, right? So unfortunately, I had to go back and take another test for the nicotine test because I was smoking cigarettes. I could not quit for nothing in the world. So with that being said, I switched from smoking cigarettes to vaping, right? So I started vaping, and I thought I was doing better. Needless to say, the vaping had a little bit of nicotine in it, and I didn't know. So, but at the end of the day, I had to go take the test again, and that was last Thursday. So today, I got my results, and I'm nicotine free. Yes. So in order for you to be able to have this procedure done, you have got to get off off of everything that contains nicotine. You have to stop smoking weed. If you're a weed smoker, you have to stop whatever, smoking the pipe, if you know, the tobacco pipe. You have to stop vaping. You have to stop everything. And with that being said, the reason that you have to do that is because nicotine prolongs your healing. So it will slow it down. You will have a tremendous amount of pain. You just won't heal properly, right? So to everybody, if you guys smoke weed, if you vape, if you, whatever you do with smoking, with any type of nicotine or whatever in your system, I say don't, because they're not going to give you the surgery, because they want to make sure that when you're under anesthesia, that you won't have, you know, any complications with your lungs. And they also worry about, you know, after, you know, your post-op, once the surgery is done, that you'll heal properly. And that's fair. You know, I'm glad that they do that. So with that being said, your girl passed for the second time last Thursday. I just got my results last night. So we're proceeding to the next step. And the next step would be for me to schedule my results visit with the with my surgeon. And that's coming up soon. That'll be at the end of the month. I'm excited. March the 24th. And we're in the process now of waiting for the approval from insurance. So it takes about 2 to 3 weeks for them to approve or deny the surgery. And with that being said, guys, if you're using your insurance, let me tell you this. So if you are one of those people, sorry about that. If you're one of those people who have been fighting with weight loss for numerous amount of years, make sure that you get documentation. There's a medical record that you can pull and add to your claim for your insurance to approve it, because they need at least 12 visits stating, you know, having a medical history of you fighting for weight loss, you know, to battle in this journey of yours. So, let me see what else. Videos will show you the steps to change beauty insurance. Okay. So, pretty much I have an out-of-pocket cost. I'm sorry for reading that, y'all. But look, I just got to keep it real. I'm a transparent person. Look, I'm getting old and I forget some stuff, okay? It's true. Let me just keep it real with y'all. So, with that being said, make sure that you have documentation from a medical facility of you, either if you're taking phentermine. Like I was doing phentermine for 2 years, up and down, my weight would jump up and down. And so I had documentation, I pulled that, you know, I went there and had them give me the medical record for that. So I submitted that along with what I've been doing these past couple months for this surgery. So that's really important. So if you're going to use your insurance, by all means, make sure that you have record of that. So that's the end of that. And thank you for joining me, guys. Please follow me on my journey. I will be showing you some before and after pictures. You know, once I get the surgery, I'll keep you guys posted as far as I'll take you on my result visit, which will be at the end of the month. So you guys can know how this, you know, this system works as far as with private insurance or government insurance or whatever that you all will be using. So come along and follow me throughout this journey. I thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please comment below if you have any questions about the process. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Be blessed. Love and light.